You're listening to the Inner Goddess Rising podcast. My name is Ann Sison, and I'm here to help you kick your inner mean girl to the curb so you can attract the life you desire. Hello, everyone. So 2,500 years ago, there was a Greek philosopher named Heraclitus that said, "You can't step into the same river twice." It's a deep thought, but it's true. The only thing that's constant in this world is change. In my family, we had a bit of a tragedy strike this past weekend. Did it affect me personally? No. What it did do to me was make me feel a bit powerless. My son-in-law's home burned down along with all of their heirloom memories and everything he had to his name. It's a terrifying thought to think about, and I wanted to help him so much more than I am currently able to. While this does not directly affect me, it got me thinking about the times when I have felt at my all-time lowest of lows. I have been evicted from an apartment, had my belongings scattered amongst friends' houses and a storage unit, lived in someone's dining room, and moved back in with my parents, all while raising 2 little girls. I've felt tragedy. It comes in many different forms for all sorts of different people. No one is immune to it. It doesn't matter if you're rich, poor, what the color of your skin is, or what part of the world you live in. It could be your own fault, or it could be an event thrust upon you by the universe. No one knows why these things happen. But when it does, I liken it to the dark night of the soul, which is a term coined by St. John of the Cross, a Spanish mystic. It's when you go through such a significant loss in some form that you also go through an identity crisis, which might include depression, paranoia, or anxiety. What helped me get through my own dark night of the soul was reminding myself that it could be worse. I could have had nowhere to go. When I was rebuilding my life, back when my problems were front and center, I held on to anything I could find to be grateful for, first and foremost. Then I kept my focus on what I could do. In this case of the house fire, I can't help more than I would like to, but I can work harder at building my own business so that in the future, if something should happen, I am able to help more. I believe that divine intervention happened in that house. I also believe that we are here in our human form for the purpose of overcoming obstacles. This sure has been a year of obstacles in one form or another, hasn't it? COVID has been an unexpected tragedy all on its own. No one expected it to hit like it did, and then no one expected it to still be completely changing our lives over 6 months later. Yesterday morning, I was thinking about how nice it would be to pack up my laptop, a notebook or two, and head over to the library to change my scenery for the day. Then I remembered that the library is not open for patrons to come sit inside anymore, and it got me a bit down. Our lives have drastically changed, and I don't mean to be a Debbie Downer, but once we get through this, change will keep happening. What if in times of great destruction and change, it's really the universe pushing us towards something better? I am one to believe that if we want change deep down, but aren't ready to take the steps needed, the universe will eventually make the changes for us. So, when a change happens unexpectedly, and feels like the cozy rug was pulled right out from under you, I wonder if you can look at the situation with a fresh perspective. When I lost my apartment, it was certainly not ideal. But truth be told, for months prior to that, I had been thinking that I didn't want to live in an apartment for the rest of my life. It started to feel like the walls were closing in on me, and what was once a happy oasis of comfort for me started to become a place of feeling a bit trapped. For me, feeling trapped is a surefire sign that I need to begin to look at how to adjust things and make a change myself. I really believe that the key is holding on to gratitude for what I have while making the change. If I'm no longer in a place of gratitude and the whole trapped feeling takes over, it won't matter what changes I make because they won't be fast enough. That's when the universe steps in and does it for me. COVID sucks. The world right now is not what we once knew, and there's nothing we can do about it. I'm so tired of hearing some phrases like social distancing and we're all in this together, but the truth is we are. Not one human on this entire planet is getting past this one without being touched by it in some way. But look at the good that's coming from it. Retail workers are actually getting the holidays off this year. Companies are realizing that certain jobs can be done remotely, cutting down on commutes. We are spending more time at home being families again. We're getting outside and connecting more with nature. Amidst all the things that have changed related to COVID, it doesn't slip past me that individual people are still experiencing their own tragedies separate from the virus. The following list I'm about to tell you is made up of a few things that I did in my own facing of changes. Hopefully, a few of them will help you too. I know that they're helping me right now with all of the changes that have been going on for me. Number one is to trust that things are happening for your highest purpose. What can you learn about yourself from this experience? How can you grow from it? You might not see the answers immediately, but they will come. Honestly, though I wanted change in my life, I probably would never have had the courage to make the change myself. It took the universe arranging things for me whenever change was needed. Number two is feel your feelings. Really feel and express them. Don't shove them down just to appear strong. Emotions that are not expressed get stuck in our tissues as disease. Think about the word disease. Dis-ease. When we are not in ease, it's dis-ease. When it settles in, it becomes disease. Number three, move your body to move your energy. Getting your physical energy moving releases endorphins, which reduce your perception of pain. And it also releases the feel-good hormone serotonin. Serotonin is known for helping to promote positive feelings, regulating the sleep-wake cycle, and it helps to regulate your appetite and helps with brain function. There's so many ways you can move your body. You don't have to just go to a gym. You can go for a run. You can do yoga. Slow movement, fast movement, whatever feels good for you, do that. But get your energy moving. Number four, get fresh air and sunlight. For one thing, vitamin D deficiency is a real thing. Not too long ago, I ended up in the ER thinking I was having a stroke, and the culprit was severely low vitamin D. Sunlight is crucial to our well-being. Walking outside helps the brain produce endorphins. Again, there's that word, which also regulate the mood, making fresh air and nature healing. We really are like walking plants. We need the sunlight, we need the fresh air, we need the elements. Number five, connect with people. Put your pride away and ask for help, because no one wants to see you fall, and people who love you will help you. Even if you live alone, you are never really alone if you foster friendships. Number six, as much as we humans like to drink to numb away the pain, put the alcohol down and drink some water. Trust me, eat fresh, life-giving foods, lots of grains, and love your body through the changes. Number seven, learn how to breathe. I know you're probably thinking, I know how to breathe, but in times of tragedy, we can forget to breathe. Think about the times you've been stressed. I bet you realized at some point you were holding your breath. Set an alarm for several times throughout the day and take an intentional breathing break. Just 1 minute can have immense benefits. Go see an energy healer. Reiki can move mountains within you, and it's got nothing to do with any religion, so anyone can feel free to go and experience the benefits. I've experienced tremendous emotional healing several times during energy healing sessions, and the effects can be long-lasting. Number 9, do the very best you can with what you have. You cannot control what's happening around you, but you can control what's happening within you. Personal development is your friend. None of us are perfect. We can all improve our reactions, outlooks, and perspectives. Not only that, the relationship you have with you is the most important one you're ever gonna have. And the last one, get proper sleep. You do not function well without the right amount of sleep. Treat yourself right. Commit to helping yourself first so that you have enough to give to others. And in the words of my dad, remember, this too shall pass. Last week, I mentioned a challenge that I'll be running beginning on December 7th. Come join us in my group, Inner Goddess Rising. To get aligned with your desires, embrace your imperfections, and learn to step into the energy of who you are. Come unleash your inner goddess. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you enjoyed this episode, please rate and review it and share with everyone you know who might benefit from it. I look forward to seeing everyone in our Facebook group, Inner Goddess Rising. Have a great week.